Hello, happy Wednesday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. I am on the floor in my little hallway. I know that might be weird, but if I keep on moving, the chair I usually sit on is like creaking like crazy. So I figured, you know what? Go to the hallway and sit on the floor. Okay, this is going to be a joyful thing, but look what I found. I found my glasses. Funny anecdote before I get to the important stuff of the week. Finding these was very unexpected. I was looking for a wrist brace, one of my sleep braces, because my right wrist has been really swollen and very sore for the last week. And I finally realized, even though it's uncomfortable and I have to move like my back, I have to move my hands and my feet and my legs a lot. And when you wear the wrist brace, there's a metal bar and it keeps your wrist like this to open up that tunnel, the carpal tunnel. So it opens up this where these nerves are and keeps that area open. That way, I guess it relieves pressure on the nerves somehow. I don't really know the mechanism of it, but it keeps your hand bent just slightly. And then there's a metal bar that goes along here, and there's a cushion that's here. Now, that might seem like, okay, that might be comfortable. For this gal, the CRPS and the need to move and the spasms and no, it's not. But it relieves that pressure a little bit. And so in my sleep, I inevitably pull it off. I kid you not, every time I wear it. But I was looking for a wrist brace, couldn't find it. I was looking where I thought it would be, in one of my safe places to put things, because this is how you'll find it, Becky. I didn't find the brace, but I found the glasses case, and inside were my old Progressives, and I'm so glad that I found them. I love my newer glasses that I got last summer, and come June, I'm definitely going to get a new pair of Progressives made, because they'll be covered, and I can do that then. But the prescription really wasn't different, but my newer glasses don't have the Progressives, because I thought, I don't use them, I don't need them. Vanity, help me. And so I didn't get the Progressives, which was dumb. And dealing with my eyes since the stroke, I don't know if it's not so much that I read with the Progressives on, but in the red frames, I can't look down to read anything. I have to take my glasses off completely. I haven't really tried to read. Let's see if I can read something. I have a magazine mail here that oh no, I can read. Isn't that amazing? The magic. I just came in, so I dropped the mail by the door. But anyway, so where am I going with this? So anyway, so I was looking for the brace, didn't find that, but I did find my glasses, so magicalness. What am I talking about this week? In the line of thinking about found things, I'll tell you a funny story. I think I may have told this story, I don't know. Earlier in the week, I was shopping for a birthday gift, and I found a birthday card for one of my best friends and my mentor that will be perfect for him. Perfect for him. And I thought, well, his birthday's not until July. Maybe I should wait. And then I thought, no, this card won't be here in July. So I got it. And oh no. I just realized I didn't put it where I said I was going to put it. This defeats the whole purpose of me being organized, which I'm not. All right. It can only be in one of two places times 100. But anyway, I'll find it. I bought the card because I thought I don't want to miss out on having this perfect card. But I did make a note in my calendar, Becky, so-and-so's card is in this exact place in the apartment, so you will find it. So now I have to find the place I put it in before I was going to put it in the perfect place. But in late August, it must have been early September, I was looking for something on Etsy for our gal and came across a Valentine card. I know, it was September. From this, there's a lot of really great handmade, wonderful, artistic fabulousness, items and stores on Etsy. And I like supporting a small business when I can. And so I ordered this perfect Valentine card, and I had been protecting this card because I thought, wow, this is chancy. It's September. You have to keep this safe until February. Can you do it? And I thought, no problem. I'm going to keep it with my other cards for her and it'll be safe. Well, I protected that card. I told my husband, we have the perfect Valentine card for our gal. It's going to be perfect. 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, the darn thing was gone, lost. I didn't know what I did with it. I didn't know where I put it. Started to panic. I'm not going to lie. I involved him. Now, the thing about my husband, one of his amazing, and there are many, many amazing qualities, he is a help Becky find something oracle. If I say something to him, oh no, I can't find such and such, and he looks in my direction and says, oh, did you check so-and-so? I find the darn thing, even if it's not in that exact place, within an hour. I don't know what it is. If I tell him and involve him in the search, even if he doesn't do anything about it, I find it. Except my glasses, which oddly enough, I guess I had to find on my own, which was like the first of ever. So he said, it has to be, you'll find it. It has to be so-and-so and so-and-so. Well, I find it, send it, and it is the best card in the history of ever. And she loved it, and we loved it, and it was very fabulous. But I have a tendency to put things in safe places, so I'll find them, and then I don't find them until years later. Hopefully I find my friend's birthday card. It can only be in, no, literally it can only be in 3 places. It can only be in 3 places. Anyway, 3 places, I think. So I'll find it. Anyway, what is happening this week? I have been working on Pandora. You know I have. You know I can't escape it because it's everywhere. My life is a Pandora's box. But I've been going through calendars, like literal calendars, and I came across the ones from 2015 and 2016. Don't mock me, don't judge me. I can't help it. I write deep notes. I got the best calendar ever. It's the 365 puppies a day calendar. Best calendar in the world. You get cute dogs, and there's a big box for each date, so you can write a bunch of stuff in there, which I do. I put Post-its in those spaces because I can put stuff in my phone all day, every day. If I don't have it actually written in a physical space, in a colorful way, don't expect to find me there. Don't expect to see me. I have to write it on the calendar. So there's a lot of stuff on those calendars, and it's hard to look back. I have to be honest. As I've told you before, it's hard filling in the pieces of my medical life that I don't remember. And the thing that's very disturbing, I have a lot of notations from other calendars leading up to those days, dealing with my old doctor, my first real CRPS, serious doctor who saved my life. 100%, I'll give him that credit. He overdid it on the procedures. We have said this, we know this. Seeing it in writing every month, procedure. There was one month that had 2 procedures. At least I wrote it that way. Maybe one got canceled. I don't know, but I usually X'd it out if it got canceled or whatever. It's a lot of procedures. And you can't give somebody that many epidurals and hope that everything will be okay. You can't invade the epidural space that often. There are reasons, there are limits. And I found out much later on that you can only do, sorry, I'm dealing with my back today, a certain number before they tell you that you've maxed out that modality and you have to switch to something else. And my doctor way, way, way exceeded the number that I should have had. And I know that, and I'm lucky, but I'm lucky that I got through it, considering all the issues I have with my back. But anyway, I realized that I came across the day that my pump broke the first time, and then the second day the pump broke, and seeing that all in writing, I'm glad I wrote it down, and then seeing 6 months later, pump being removed, for sure, yes, that's what it says on the calendar, because I had canceled it, and I didn't cancel it, I told him not to book it, and then I pushed it back again and wanted to see if I could survive without it, and I did, and I have, and I do, and I'm glad I trusted myself on that. But the other thing that I realized is because I don't have a good memory for things, sometimes I remember things, but I remember them in the wrong time period. And so I had thought I started seeing my current doctor, who I love, after, like in 2017 at some point. But it turns out I started seeing him in the year before my pump broke. And so by the time that all happened, he and I had established a good rapport. I had pushed that back into 2017 somehow. But it might have even been in late 2015 that I started seeing. I have to look back at the calendar because I've got it all down there. And I came to the realization that the catalyst for me starting the weekly blog was the pump breaking. Because I had established the page, Pain in the Back, maybe in 2010, 2011, at the behest of my husband, because he was like, you've got to start writing this down because it'll help you, and it'll also help you keep track. And there's so much good that can be done by you writing it. And I was like, who wants to read that? I don't want to read it. I don't want to write it. But I realized that I started weekly blogging in January of 2016. So I have been weekly blogging for 7 years. And I'm so proud of that because I thought, I mean, literally, it's like, I think it's the name of the blog is When the Rug Gets Pulled Out from Under You Part 1, because there's such a long story about the pump breaking and going in and dealing with it and shutting it back on, or turning it back on, then having it shut off again, and then turning it off with finality that day. Go back and read that if you'd like. It's hard to read those things, but so it was a mixed blessing. So many procedures. Finding out when I really started to see my new doctor, who I love, and I believe fate was leading me to him because he's amazing. He is an amazing, amazing practitioner, and I'm very grateful for him because I feel like he listens to me. He's got a lot of patience and doesn't fight with me when I tell him I don't want to try new meds or switch my meds, and that's, you'd think that was not a big deal. Ask anybody in the pain community or the chronic illness community, that's a blessing, because so many doctors override what you want and do what they want because they're the ones prescribing, they're the gatekeepers. And we are left dealing with people that don't listen to us. And so to have him listen to me is a forever gift. And so even when the fellows come in or the residents come in and they interview me and they want to switch things up, and I'm like, don't touch it, because I have reached a mix of things that help me function every day, and I'm not messing with that because it's too hard to get that calibration right. So I'm grateful. But then realizing you've accomplished something because you've been writing about this every week for 7 years, and or a little more now, and that makes me very proud because I feel like so much of what I do is pretty much a nothing. And I know that's not true, so don't jump on that, family. But I can't be a nurse anymore, which was devastating at the time. Now I feel like it was, it was what was supposed to happen. Costuming for the kids all those years. I also found the first show I ever did with my friend and mentor, and in December of 2010, and it was fun to see that because we didn't really know each other then, not like we do now, and it took a lot of trust on his part to let me in and let me kind of take over costumes for the kids, and that gave me purpose and joy, and I will forever be grateful to him for that. And now we're working on something new, which is exciting. But, so the thing that kept me going when I was doing what felt like nothing was my writing. And it continues to help me do that. And by the way, I hate to sound like, I hate saying this, but if you're going back to the blog every week, subscribe to the blog, subscribe to the page, subscribe to my Facebook and my Instagram, because I have all of the above, and if you're liking the videos, click the like button, because then I know that people are watching and enjoying them, and I keep doing it because I do it for me. It's therapeutic for me, but I know that there are people that watch every week, and I appreciate you so much for coming back and for listening to me ramble on, and you know, coming into my weirdness on a weekly basis. I'm grateful to you. So yeah, it was weird seeing things in writing and finding you know, getting those realizations again, that confirmation again. You had too many epidurals, but you've been writing for 7 years straight, you know, every week. I think maybe I only missed, I mean, I've messed up my days, but I've kept it consistent, and it's not easy to be a writer, you know what I mean? It's not easy to put so many personal things in writing, but it's also not easy to, if you feel like crap and you're in a lot of pain or you just don't want to do it. But I kept doing it because I feel like I needed that incentive. So now I'm in competition with myself. You know, if you don't do it, then I don't know who's lost and who I've lost, but I don't know who wins in that scenario. But it's not me, and so I keep doing it, and I'm very proud of that. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come. That's what we hope for. That's what we deserve. And that is what I truly wish for each and every one of you. Find your joy. I've got a good joyful things list. Hint, hint, which is at the top this week. And I will see you on Friday for the blog, next week for everything. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.